Hey everybody, another episode of Theory of Why here. Today we're talking virtual events. Whether you are a marketing professional trying to drive awareness and purchases of a product or a service, or you are a nonprofit fundraising or marketing professional trying to drive donors and volunteers to your organization, events have always been a major factor in what you do. And if they haven't been, this also presents an opportunity to you to use virtual events and eventually in-person events in the near future or extended future. So please don't go away just yet. First thing I want to talk about is how we have shifted from all in-person events to either no events at all or only virtual. And then how over the next 6 to 12 months, as the economy opens back up and the environment becomes a little bit more safe, there is going to be a huge rush back into event planning and event opportunities for your nonprofit or for your business. But that leaves an opportunity for you to really throw and perform and execute a digital event, an all virtual event during those times that can really still see some success. So I want to first address there was a study done by Bright Talk, and they interviewed 1,000 different marketing professionals on why they have not moved to virtual events, whether that was because they just didn't want to or they didn't know that it was possible. And so here were the answers. Number one, 34% of these 1,000 did not believe they had enough time. Number two, there was 27% of people who said that the content creation was too much of a challenge to be able to do this. Number three, 22% of the people didn't believe that they were effective, right? There was an ineffective channel and probably an ineffective waste of money and time. Number four, there was 15% of people that didn't know how, and again, 15% of people who never even thought about this. So I kind of want to debunk those really quick and then leave you with the challenge to continue on with your day and to build out some of these event plans for 2021 and beyond. Number one, not enough time. That is a huge concern for everybody right now. Not enough time and not enough budget. But a virtual event actually gives you the opportunity to do something on a much smaller scale, right? And if you think back, most events before the COVID-19 pandemic were directly related to your organization, to driving dollars to your product or to your cause. That has to shift. That mindset in a virtual event needs to rotate and be more about the end user. These individuals have less time, they also have probably less money right now to give, but they have a greater need for interaction with their peers and engaging with their community. So throwing game nights, trivia nights, just lunch and learns or lunch and talks where you can have 10, 15, 20 people come and kind of have a relief from what's going on in the outside world. Number two, content creation challenges. Actually, I would disagree with this one completely because if you're able to create quality content through this event, you're actually going to have more content for your social media, your email, and even your direct mail platform. So you can videotape this event and kind of build off of that. Number three, perceived as an ineffective channel. Depends on what you're going after, right? If you're holding this event to the same as your big gala or a product display event that you were having pre-COVID, well, of course it's going to be ineffective. But if you're focusing on it as an effective way to communicate with your audience, build a relationship, and engage with your community, then that's where you can really see it be effective. Don't know how. Very simple. Start with it small. Do Zoom, do GoToWebinar, Facebook Live. Just invite people to really hop on a phone call, right? A group FaceTime. There are such small ways where you can really succeed in this. Finally, never thought about it. Well, now you have, right? This is a thing that is working. This is a tactic that is working across all industries, whether, again, you are a nonprofit, a B2B, B2C, retail, consumer, big industry. You can have success with virtual events and you can do it on a much smaller scale than those 10,000 people events. The key is really realizing what your goal is, how you're going to effectively communicate that goal, and then follow up, right? So if they show up to an event, what's that follow-up drip look like, and make sure that you're continuing to communicate with your audience, engage with them, and build those relationships. So the challenge to you is to find a way to throw a virtual event between now and March of next year, even if it is on a small scale. Throw that virtual event, try it, because it might be something that even after the pandemic ends, you're still able to use in your marketing and fundraising approach. Have a great day.